So, students, this is a part two fun they had. So, now we'll go for the detailed explanation of the lesson. I'll first read out the passage as per your book. So, Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary on the page headed 17th May 2157. She wrote, "Today, Tommy found a real book. It was a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. They turned the pages, which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving all the way they were supposed to on a screen. Here the tough word is crinkly, which means, with many folds or lines, something that is crushed, something that is thumbed, or something that is mutilated. आप कभी पुरानी किताब अपने देखिए, करीब 40-50 साल पुरानी, अगर आपको आपके घर में कभी मिले किताब, तो you will find out that the color of the uh, pages, it will fade out, it will have a yellow tinge, and आप उसको जैसे ही मोड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं तो वो पेज टूट के नीचे गिर जाएगा. So here Margie is the main character of the story. She is a girl of 11 years of age. She writes a diary on that fateful night of 17 May 2157 that Tommy found a real book. So she's feeling, both the kids, they are feeling, very strange, because in their time, the real books do not exist. They only have e-books, that is the virtual books. So books in the format of print on paper are extinct. And so Margie is astonished to see a real book. Margie is reminded by, uh, he is reminded of her grandfather. He once told her that his grandfather, that is Margie's grandfather's grandfather, studied all the books that were printed on paper. So this kind of a book is, kind of a historical thing for them, something which they cannot believe, they cannot imagine. So Margie is talking about the book that Tommy had found. She says that the pages of the book had turned yellow and they had been touched, as it was very old. The children found it funny to read the words which stood still, because on the other hand, suppose you go through a ebook, you will find that in the ebook, how it happens, the text keeps on moving as your screen moves, but it was different in the books printed on paper. So uh, all the letters or words that were printed or written on the books, they were still. And when then when they turned back to the pages before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. And when they turned back to the pages before, it had the same words on it, that is it had the when they had read it for the first time, unlike the ebook. Further, "Gee," said Tommy, "what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away, I guess. Our television screen must have had a million books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away." "Same with mine," said Margie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. She said, "Where did you find it?" Then Tommy says, "In my house." He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. He says, "In the attic." Here, the tough word is attic. Attic is a space, just below the roof, used as a storeroom. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कुछ घर होते हैं जिनों में अंदर से सीढ़ियां रहती हैं, ठीक है, ड्यूप्लेक्स टाइप. सो उनमें आपने देखा होगा सीढ़ियों के नीचे थोड़ा सा स्पेस रहता है जिसको हम लोग स्टोर रूम में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, और उसमें कुछ भी जैसे किताबें रख सकते हैं या जूते रख सकते हैं, इस तरह से उस जगह को यूज करते हैं, एंड वी कॉल इट एटिक और द स्टोर रूम. So Tommy disliked the printed book. He said that it was a waste because he felt that whenever you complete reading a book, you have to just throw it away. You cannot have some different story written on the same book. On the contrary, if you are on the computer screen, it's very good, because the same screen had shown him so many books, and still he could read many more on it, because the material that keeps on changing in the ebook or the computer which you are having. So he would not have thrown that screen away. But anyhow, he was saying that he would throw the book after reading it or going through it. He can very well throw this book. Then Margie says the same thing. She says, yes, yes, agreed. Whatever you say. Here, Margie, we have come to know that Margie is 11 years old. At the same time, Tommy is 2 years older than Margie. He is 13. So Margie then asked Tommy, so where did he, find this particular book? Then he says, uh, Tommy says in my house. Then he points out, without looking because he is busy reading. So he just points out at one direction that in the attic. So Margie asks, "What is it about?" Tommy replies, "School." Margie was scornful. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. Here, the tough word is scornful, that is contemptuous or something you do not like. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. So initially, the Margi asked that what the book was about. Tommy replies that the book was about school. After going to school about the life at school. So Margi hated the word school, and so she said that what was there to write about it? An entire book has been written on that. What is that? So why? What is Margi's school? First of all, we should learn that, or we should understand what is Margi's school in the year 2157. So Margi's school is a mechanical teacher. A mechanical teacher means the machine which teaches you and not the school where we all go. Now, why did Margie hate school? Margie's school was a virtual classroom. It was not a real school like we have today. So in the future, we are thinking that the schools will be virtual classrooms. There will be machines that will be teaching the children. Margie hated the machines because it was giving her so many tests in geography, which were very difficult for her, and she was, of course, not performing good in those tests. Finally, her mother thought that there was something wrong with the machine, and so she had called the county inspector to check it. In foreign countries, they call it county, just like our district. So the county inspector uh, had come to check the mechanical teacher. He was a round little man and he had a red face. He was carrying a big box full of tools with dials and wires. That is all that is needed to fix up machines. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew how, all right. And after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. Uh, that wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. Here, the tough word is slot, a given space that is time और पोजीशन स्लॉट. कभी आप लोग अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ कभी एटीएम मशीन में गए होंगे तो आपने देखा होगा एक स्लॉट है जिसके अंदर एटीएम कार्ड डाला जाता है या एक स्लॉट होता है जिसमें से रुपए आते हैं बाहर. सो दैट इज अ कॉल्ड स्लॉट. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculate the marks in no time. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick." Here, again, tough word is geared. Geared to, that is adjusted to a particular standard or level. Like when you study in a classroom, there are some 30 and odd students in a class, and the teacher explains the lesson to all of you at one go. Whereas uh, when it is related to ebook or uh, robotic machine that teaches you, then what they have to adjust that particular machine as per the standard of the kid. Suppose the kid is 10 years old, so they will adjust the all the lessons as per the standard of the kid. So that is geared 2. So here we go for the explanation. So this man, what he does, he gives one apple to Margie and then opens the machine because he's there to repair the computer. So once he had opened the computer, Margie, she wished uh, that he would not be able to close it back because she did not like the computer. She did not like the like to study from the teacher, but the man, that is the county inspector, he was very expert, and within an hour he had repaired the computer and had closed it and made it ready to teach Margie once again. Margie gives a description of the computer. She feels that it is very huge, it is black in color, and she anyhow dislikes its appearance. She calls it ugly. So it has a big screen and all the lessons appear on the screen, and many questions are asked on the same screen, which are uh, real difficult for Margie. So Margie hated this mechanical teacher, and because she had to submit her homework and test papers to it. Margie, she had to write her homework and her test papers in a particular punch code, that is the computing language. कभी भी देखिए कंप्यूटर में हम कोई चीज को फीड करेंगे, बिकॉज रिटर्न थिंग इट विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट, देयर हैज टू बी सम कंप्यूटिंग लैंग्वेज विच द कंप्यूटर और द रोबोट विल बी एबल टू रीड. तो जब वो 6 साल की थी तो उसने वो कंप्यूटिंग लैंग्वेज सीख ली थी. तो व्हेन शी इज आंसरिंग ऑल दोस क्वेश्चंस which are put up to her from this robotic instructor, so she had to punch all the answers and put it back in the given slot. Uh, so the county inspector said that Maggie, she was getting bad marks in geography because the machine was not working properly. It was geared to a maybe higher level. So what he did, he adjusted it as per the age of Maggie. So say around, he adjusted it, to the age of 10 years level. He said that sometimes machines malfunctioned, and that is what it happened. He had slowed it down and set this to the pace of the learner of 10 years of age. Uh, those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year level. Actually, the overall pattern of the progress is quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. That is the county inspector. Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping that uh, maybe he would take the teacher away to altogether. That teacher means the machine or the robotic instructor. Uh, they had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. Blanked out is a tough word here, which means it has been erased, or the memory of that history chapter was totally destroyed. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. "Because it's not your kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago." So the county inspector said that sometimes machines uh, malfunctioned, and that is what had happened. He had slowed it down and set it to the pace of a learner of 10 years of age, that is Margie's age. So actually, the overall pattern of progress is satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. So he told Margie's mother that Margie is learning at a good pace, and he just patted her back so that she's cheered up. Margie was disappointed, and she was hoping that he would take the machine away for a long period, and she wanted that the inspector should take it away for a long period. So Margie is reminded of the time when Tommy's mechanical teacher had been taken away for repair for almost 1 month, and he was enjoying his time as he did not have any teacher. It had been taken away because the history portion of the machine was destroyed, or the memory was destroyed. that taught the history subject to Tommy. So the mechanical teacher did not have any memory of it and had to be taken away for repair. So now, since her machine was repaired, so she continues her talk with the Tommy regarding the book. So she asked Tommy, why would anyone write about school? Tommy, looked at her with superior eyes, kind of thoda akad dikhate hue. He he says that he knew something that Margie was not aware of it, something like that. So he uh, tells Margie, you are a silly girl because you do not know that many years ago the school were not the kind of school which we have right now, or the class which we have right now. He added, loftily pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Loftily is a tough word here. That is in a superior way. थोड़ी अकड़ के साथ बोलते हैं, थोड़ा ज्यादा पता रहता है तो. So Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Margie says, regular? Here? Normal? Of the usual kind? Tommy says, a man? How could a man be a teacher? She asked. Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Then she asked, a man isn't smart enough. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. Margie asked, he knows almost as much. I betcha. Betcha is I bet you. That is, I'm sure. So, uh, Tommy wanted to stress on that time period, and he says that centuries ago, the school were not like the ones they had right now. Margie was hurt at Tommy's behavior, and she said that she did not know she did not know what kind of schools they had centuries ago. She was curious, and she sort of imagined a group of children being taught by a human teacher. She looked over Tommy's shoulder, trying to read the book, and said that perhaps they had a teacher. Uh, Tommy is referring to a machine. Tommy is referring to a machine teacher as a regular teacher because that is what they are used to. That is the teacher they had a machine. He said that it wasn't a machine, it was a human being who taught them. Margie couldn't believe that a man was a teacher because she had always seen a machine doing that. So Tommy tells that the man who taught the class discussed many things with the students and later gave them some sort of homework, then asked them different questions based on that lesson whatever he has taught them in the class, just like their mechanical teacher did. Then Margie is again very curious. She ask him, uh, a man isn't smart enough. No, he said, sure, he is, because my father also knows as much as my teacher. He almost he knows almost as much, and I can bet you for that. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Here, a dispute means you're not agreeing with somebody or you're not fighting with somebody. You're fighting with somebody, that is a dispute. So Tommy screamed with laughter, you don't know much, Margie. The teacher didn't live in the house. He had a special building and all the kids went there. And all the kids learned the same thing. Sure, if they were the same age. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie, school. Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Jones, and it's probably time for Tommy too. So Margie did not want to discuss this further and added that she did not want a strange man, that is the human teacher, to come to her house and teach her, because sometimes you feel little awkward if you do not know somebody and he's coming to your house, all of a sudden to teach you something like that. So she was not liking that very idea. Tommy found it very funny when Margie said that she did not want a strange man to come to her house to teach her. He said that teacher did not come to the student's house to teach them. They had a special building, a school where all the students went to study. Margie was astonished and asked that did all the children learn the same thing? Then Tommy tells her all the children of the same age studied the same thing. Margie refers to a machine teacher. She says that her mother told her that the machine had to be tuned to the level of each boy or girl who was studying from it. So each child had to be taught separately depending on their level, that is level of understanding. Then Tommy replies that in the past they did not do it that way. He got irritated at Margie's stupid questions and said that she need not read the book. Margie is interested in the book. She is curious to know what kind of schools were there. So she's a little inquisitive also. Wanted to know a lot of things. She wanted to know what kind of schools there were in the past, as she felt that must be a lot of fun must be there. So Margie uh, had just read half of the book when her mother called her, as it was time for her to attend her virtual school. She calls up na Margie school. So Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. She tells her mother, still some time is there, something like that. She tells her. Now, Margie's mother uh, says to her that it was time for Tommy also to go to uh, his school also. Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after school?" Maybe, he said nonchalantly. Here, the tough word is nonchalantly. That means, not showing much interest or enthusiasm, something said a little carelessly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Margie went into the classroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learned better if they learned at regular hours. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on." Uh, it is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about the old school they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. So Margie was, very interested in reading the book. That's why she asked Tommy if she could read the book with him after the school. So he says, uh, trying to ignore her. Maybe he says uh, because he was, little irritated because she was asking all those silly questions. So he was little irritated. So carelessly he says, maybe you can read. So Tommy was feeling very great because Margie was interested in reading the book. So he placed the book under his arm. That is, tucking the book beneath his arm, and he went off to his home. Then Margie reached her school. It was a room next to her bedroom. It was a virtual classroom. There was a machine teacher for Margie. The machine was on, and it was waiting for Margie to, so that the class can be started. Margie studied all the days except Saturdays and Sundays at the same time from this mechanical teacher. Margie's mother was very particular. She, once told Margie that it would be, better for her if she studies, at the same time every day. So Margie sat in front of the machine similar to a computer, and the machine was turned on. It was already on. So it said that the lesson of the day was in arithmetic, and the topic was addition of proper fractions. Further, uh, it instructed her to insert the homework of the previous day in the slot for inserting the homework. So Margie's life is also very mechanical, just like a machine. There is no fun in the classroom. So it is very dull and boring, just like a machine. Uh, so when the machine is asking her to, put the homework in the slot, so she's, with a sigh, what taklif ke saath, she did that. Uh, Margie, at the same time, she's thinking of a story told to her by her grandfather. She's thinking, her grandfather's grandfather used to go to school when he was a little boy. Uh, since she is bored with this machine, so she's reminded of that life. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. And the teachers were people. Here in Margie's classroom, the mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fractions 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4, and Margie, she's in the another world. She's thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. So this is the life, that you all are living at present. But for the future kids, it will be, just a memory of the past. For them, it will be history because their life will be very different. They will study from machines. When Margie comes to know that in the past children used to go to school, they sat together, laughed and shouted in the school, she gets curious about it and wants to go to school. The writer wants us to realize the importance of school in our life. Children sometimes get bored and fed up of going to school, but if you don't have a school, you won't get to meet your friends. Your life will be very dull and boring. Margie feels that school is so much fun. Children, get together, they study in a fun way, they get the same homework, they can discuss it, they take help and talk about it also. So all the students become friends and yeah, they study in a fun way. Then she found it very strange that the teachers were not machines, but they were human beings. She was, all surprised to know certain things which were, sort of history for her. As Margie had inserted her homework, the machine started with the lesson. There was no pause, no time for fun, no time for chatting, uh, no time for interacting with friends. So the author ends the story with the title of chapter, the fun they had, the fun the students had when they went to the real schools. Margie is just thinking about the kids of the past who went to school and enjoyed studies. That is the way you guys are doing these days. Thank you very much.